Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Bates. He's guarded by man. Outside Barrett to tie it up. The rebound by Detroit. At one point, they led by 16, setting the floor for Detroit. We've got Suggs, Jalen Duren out there with Holland. Then there's Trey Mann, and it's Beck in at small forward.
Well, that's a solid read by Suggs. Finds the shooter, and boom, 3 points.
So it's Miami now, following the three-pointer by Detroit. Right wing, here's Bates. Good, and Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got assist number 7 tonight. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Suggs. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Pistons lead by 5.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Antetokounmpo outside. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Man, the pass to Beck. Here's Holland. The three from Suggs. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Pass to Suggs. Here's Beck from outside the arc, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active, and making things happen.
Clock at 6. Giannis with the finish.
Just another day at the office for Antetokounmpo. This guy consistently puts up points.
The three from Suggs. They get it back. Here's Duren. And finally, they hit one.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
Miami trails by 8. Here's Flores. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Flores, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for it.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Porzingis has checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Bates. Cunningham's checked in for Detroit. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
Allie, thank you. The drive by Antetokounmpo, and he comes up with a bucket. Now just a 4-point Detroit lead.
Overall this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Here's Beck, guarded by Barrett. Beck, the pass to Duren. Suggs outside, just 5 to shoot. 4-3 is rebounded by Barrett.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Here's Holland. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
They set a pick. Outside Mitchell. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo to take the lead. The rebound by Detroit. Holland's got 6 rebounds in the game. Barrett against Suggs. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they needed it.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Flores. He's covered by Suggs. Oh, no good.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor. Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Barrett outside. Outside Porzingis. Now Antetokounmpo. Yes! Using that window!
And as a coach, it's such a luxury to have a player like Giannis, someone you can always rely on.
Cunningham outside. Can't get the three.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And here is Barrett. Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Suggs. Got a piece of it. Cunningham! Can't hit it. Well, the Heat's shooting 55% since the start of the fourth. Now here's Antetokounmpo to take the lead. It's tipped.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
Buries it from outside.
Well, we talk about icing his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Here's Cunningham following the three-point basket by Miami. Shoots a three. Oh, the range of Cunningham.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trust in him in a big spot.
Antetokounmpo surveys. 55 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Duran. Ooh, using two hands to power it down.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Antetokounmpo, and he slams it down.
Well, this is what you want to see from Giannis. Your biggest stars stepping up in the biggest moments.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Well, in these big moments, Cunningham really wants the ball.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Heat. Here's Mitchell. Puts up the tray. Oh, the shot is off. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're losing by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
So it's Detroit picking up the win. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
And that one misses.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
On the court right now for the Pacers, we've got Bobby Portis. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Nembhard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Neal in at the small forward spot. So it's the Bucks now, following the score by Indiana. Here's Thomas. Yes, that goes in. Thomas got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Halliburton outside. Zubac kicks to Portis. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Sends the ball, no good. Indiana trails by 7. And that one is hammered home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
For Indiana, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And it's Halliburton missing.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Outside Thomas. Back to Hartenstein. Pass to Thomas. Jacks up a 3. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein. And now a 9-point Bucks lead.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
Now, here's Portis. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's Thomas on the wing. Again, Thomas missing. And so it's Portis with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 9. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Thomas. Here's Hartenstein. Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Bucks making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. And Indiana with a change here, too. Nesmith is checked in. Halliburton for 3. They grab their own miss. And it's Zubac with the extra effort.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Pass to Irving. Outside Mathurin. Thomas passes to Irving. Over Halliburton. And it's Irving missing.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Outside Portis. Bounce pass Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. A 3-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 7. Outside Mathurin. Now Adebayo. Defended by Portis. Adebayo down low. Working on Portis.
Oh, my goodness. With authority, I say Hartenstein.
Indiana trails by 9. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Now Zubac. One-handed!
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Irving against Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Adebayo with the screen on Halliburton. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision-making simply outstanding.
Halliburton, down he goes for three.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Halliburton. That one is good.
An effective guard in the NBA has got to have the floater at his disposal. Go to work, Kyrie Irving. We see you, sir.
Cleared away by Adebayo.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Here's Thomas. With the floater, he gets it to go.
Cam Thomas is rolling. He's attacking at will. Somebody better shut the water off.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 10. There's the shot. Connects with the J. The Bucks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Outside Mathurin. Now Adebayo. And stolen by Portis. Here's Halliburton. A huge two-handed slam.
Now, Halliburton just has a knack for understanding what his team needs, and that was a big-time clutch delivery.
Now Adebayo. The response. Slamming at home.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's Halliburton. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
Now Adebayo. Here's Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Mathurin. And get the 3. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Boy, Zubac with great awareness. Nice job to put it on time and on target.
And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Boy, critical trip to the line. He knocks him in and gives him a little cushion down the stretch.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 7. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And he does get the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so the Bucks take the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our
Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Taking a look at the Kings. Malik Monk is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Monroe in at the 3 spot. Rejected by Allen.
You gotta love that. Allen is a paint protector who will challenge anyone who comes his way.
Edwards. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Morant.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Shoots from the block. Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Rebound by Sacramento. Fleming's got 11 rebounds in the game. Monk passes to Morant. Here's Monroe. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Blunt. Monk for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 6 rebounds in the game.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Mitchell, the pass to Giddey. Now Edwards lets the 3 fly. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Morant. Pass to Monroe. Fires the 3. The rebound by Allen. Edwards against Morant from 8 feet away. Fleming grabs the miss. Fleming's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Morant against Edwards. From 13. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Morant's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Scotty Barnes checked in for Minnesota. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Morant, following the score by Minnesota. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Outside Edwards to the middle. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
And Allen's agility is so impressive. Solid at finding ways to score off any screen roll.
Pass to Fleming. Beyond the arc. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Giddey's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Takes a 13-footer, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Edwards has got 40 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
And here's Morant outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
Now Edwards. Over Morant. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Pass to Caffey. The 3 is up. Oh, a bomb from John.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Woo, that's about as fun a highlight as we're ever going to see.
Here's Morant. A moment here for an injury report.
Hey guys, Sacramento's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Unfortunately, from the sound of things, it looks to be a torn calf muscle. With the final games of the season ahead, this is the worst case scenario injury.
Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Here's Allen. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
So cool under pressure. It's good to see Allen rise to the occasion.
Morant from 12 feet out, cash.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Barnes outside. Takes a three. Barnes drills the triple.
Oh, my. Just what they needed. Barnes with a crucial burst of offensive energy.
Here's Blunt. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Yeah, erasing the shot. Barnes saw it coming and gets there to knock it away.
Here's Monroe. Outside Morant. Ja slices through. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Massive points from Morant, willing to take the big shots.
Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Count it!
And you gotta love the mentality of Anthony Edwards. He wants to be the star. He wants the spotlight. Not everyone is like that.
Here's Monroe. Guarded by Edwards. Off on the layup.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Oh, it's off.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Monroe. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Edwards. He's off from three. And that's an intentional foul.
Scotty Barnes. Personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Minnesota calls time here. They're trailing by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Oh, no good on the layup. And so it's Sacramento with the W. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
In the corner, Daniels. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it fly. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Daniels has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
We've got Johnson. Brandon Ingram's out there with Walker. Then it's Daniels. And it's Kessler in at the 5 down low.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to White. Here's Oliver. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Lakers. It's a 1-point game. Now Ingram. In the corner. Daniels. 5 to shoot. Ingram finds Johnson. No good on the 3. Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Here's Daniels. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Carrington in the corner. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13. So just about 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
That puts them in the lead. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
Now here's Ingram. Shoots with the putback. And Kessler throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's White. After the basket by the Lakers. Daniels with the steal. And Walker kicks to Johnson. Pass to Kessler. Now here's Walker. On the wing, Johnson. Carr covering. 6 to shoot. A shot by Johnson, no good. The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Shots good by Carr.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Los Angeles guys shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. On the wing, Walker. They swipe it. Pass to Carr. Over Johnson. Kessler with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Basket good. Ingram's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Now Carrington. Pass to Carr. And here's White. Here's the 3. Kessler with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And here's Walker outside. That's good. It's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Warriors have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the 4th. Fires from deep. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Ingram outside. Walker is screen on White. The kick out to Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oh, good on the layup. Lakers leading by 3. Good. Lays it right in there.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Lakers. Then for the Warriors, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Johnson. And it's G.G. Jackson in for Kobe White. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, "It's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now." Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Carr against Doncic. For the screen on Doncic. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
I post Kessler. Gafford's there. Now Doncic. Here's the three. Gafford with the rebound. 1:43 left in the game. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Daniels. Gafford against Kessler. Clock at 6. To tie it up. That's off.
That's exactly what you want to see. Your big men playing big. Strong board.
Carr against Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moment.
Shot from 16. Yeah, that goes in.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Now, here's Doncic. And there's a whistle. That goes on Carlton Carrington. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Doncic. 6 on the shot clock.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Kessler screen on Carr. Doncic! And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
To take the lead, and he does not hit. And that's an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? If you miss it at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And here's Carr. Jackson fires, and down goes the three.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is what it comes down to. This shot can win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, the momentum so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Now we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step in the shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball, and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up, folks. hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Brown in the high post. Pass to Klingon. Over Edie. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Bulls have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. They've got Klingon. Jaylen Brown is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Peeler in at the 1 spot.
Just a tremendous athlete. Asar Thompson is hard to contain down low.
Now here's Brown. To the inside. Klingon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
Well, I like what we've seen from Fox tonight. Calling his own number, providing a serious scoring power.
Outside Tatum to tie it up. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
The Bulls have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Pass to Walter. Back to Fox. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in. Here's Cole. Here's Peeler. And again, Boston with the triple.
They keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Chicago trails by 3. And here's Fox. There's the triple. Boston pulls it in. Cole's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
They get it back. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Peeler. Shot clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot here. There's Tatum with the 3. And Fox has got the ball here for Chicago. Chicago passing it around. Brown with the steal. Here's Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 9 assists now tonight.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Here's Walter. Pass to Collins. And here's Edie. Just 4 to shoot to end the drought. And the layup is up and in.
Well, when Edie gets strong inside positioning like there, just let him go to work because he can overpower defenses.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Boston making a switch here. Garland's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Cole. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Boston leading by 3. Outside, Brown. Garland with the ball. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Thompson. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Garland. Tatum's got 27 points.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Now here's Fox. Thompson outside. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Brown. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Thompson. Now here's Fox. Here's Walter. Back to Collins. The 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Pass to Cole. Here's Garland. Now Klingon fires the three, and he nails it.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Fox. Quick two. Oh, net.
Look at the space created. Fox had him guessing with that move.
Here's Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Fox. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
They're taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
Fox. Down it goes.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Outside, Brown. Here's Garland. Here's a pass to Tatum. Stolen by Thompson.
Well, it's hard to stop the lanky Thompson from that close.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 5. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
1:02 left in the final quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Edey with a steal. Oh, the long ball, no good. And they go to the intentional foul. Boston on offense, leading by 5. Stolen by Collins.
Only one defender will get the steal in the stat sheet, but both guys made an impact there on D.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
It's going to be tough. They've got to get a quick hoop and then immediately foul.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's in!
As clutch as they get. What a huge score from Fox. He always seems to come up big.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
For 3, It's off. Here's Cole. So we see Boston get the win here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. So long, everybody.
Edgecombe with it. Pass to Stone. To the wing right side. Kuminga kicks to Stone. Here's Quickly. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Emmanuel Quickly out there with Edgecombe. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Yves Missi. And it's Stone. And at the three, the small forward. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside Robinson. Clock at 6. It's deflected. From deep, Brunson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Missi's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The three. And the basket by Stone. Stone's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Now, here's Anunoby. And here's Brunson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brunson's got 33 points. To the left side wing. And the call is going to be Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And 5 turnovers here. He set his team back on the offensive end.
New York shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Pass to McBride. Here's McNeil. Fades away. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Dagier.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. McBride on the wing. Pass to Dagier. New York needs to get off a shot. Drills the three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Stone. Pass to Jovic. Back to Carter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Titoff, defended by Carter. Here's Titoff, and again it's New York. The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Stone. Pass to Boston. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Kolek. Out to the wing. Titoff, defended by Carter. From 7, and again it's New York.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Boston with the ball, defended by McBride. Shakes him. Here's Jovic. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Offensive rebound. McNeil misses. 76ers shooting 43% from the field. Here's Stone, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Here's Kolek. Pass to McNeil. Puts up a 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Nailed from three-point land. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And so here is New York. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Titoff. Boston grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Jovic. Off target from outside.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Pass to McNeil. The tray. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And there's the drive from the low block. Now Edgecombe. And then Carter with the jam.
How about the effort by Carter? Always lurking there on the offensive glass.
Here's Kolek. Here's Dagier. And good. as it just snugs right down through the net.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for New York.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jalen Brunson.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
Here's Kolek, 5 on the clock. Pass to McNeil from outside the arc. Carter pulls it in.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Here's Stone. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you later on.
San Antonio with the ball. Vassell outside. Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Holmgren. Nice shot by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 28.
And they've really relied on him down the stretch.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. We've got Jared McCain. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Blair in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
The way they've been chasing after their shots in this game is really admirable. Getting them lots of second chance looks at the basket, too.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Now here's Sabonis. 4 on the clock. For 3, Smith gets a hand on it. Harper tipped. And they're able to recover. Smith outside. Pass to Harper. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. Here's Williams. Uses the glass on the layups. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Well, Williams, because of his frame, he's very comfortable operating in the paint. This guy won't settle.
Here's Harper. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th rebound in this one. Williams finds SGA. Pass to Simpson. From deep. Holmgren. Rebound by San Antonio.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
And here's Sabonis. Driving in. Up top, Smith. Here's Harper. Buries it down low. Harper's got 22.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Sinks it from distance.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Here's Harper. For 3, Vassell. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Blair. Vassell with the rebound.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
Here's Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. That free throw no good. And San Antonio making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. McCain's checked in for Oklahoma City. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, you can feel Chet Holmgren getting that rhythm, folks. Very tough to slow down now because of size and skill.
Vassell's shot is good.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
There's a screen. Inside. The kick out to Williams. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith passes to Wembanyama. Back to Smith. Here's Harper. Here's the floater. And he takes it up and lays it in. Harper's got 6 here in the quarter.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
Here's SGA. And that one is right through the heart. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Now Vassell. Some solid defense from Williams.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Here's McCain. Knocks it down from distance. McCain's got 12 points here in the second half.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Personal foul. Second team.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's McCain. Now SGA. Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Wembanyama hits it, falling back.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Wembanyama rips down the board.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Jacks up a three. Can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Holmgren right side. Easy two for Holmgren.
Yeah, big night for Chet Holmgren. This guy has shown a little bit of everything, and the defense has no answer for him.
Wembanyama with it. Misses the three. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He launches. Wembanyama rips down the board. The Spurs shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's loose for three. Cash from downtown.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the Thunder.
Their shot blocking was a huge advantage in this game.
Yeah, I love the excellent defense in the paint. It led to a lot of key stops.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is to carry this same energy forward and get that second win. These are the playoffs, so you can't afford to relax or think you've got the series in the bag.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
Here's Harper, SGA covering. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holmgren there for the rebound. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren right side. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
To the inside. Here's Smith. And Lively pulls it down.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Whitmore is out there with Jaden Ivey. Then it's Jalen Wells. And it's Smith, and it's Quinn, and it's the one spot. And finished off by Lively.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Now, here is Smith. And it's Whitmore missing.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Johnson. Here's Mobley. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Great to see Mobley knocking down the mid-range, continuing to improve that part of his game.
Here's Whitmore. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
It's Flag, top of the key. 6 to shoot. Pass to Theus. Dallas needs to get off a shot. To Mobley. There's three-pointers off the mark. Portland trails by 10. Quinn passes to Smith. And here is Wells. Here's Whitmore. Driving the lane. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pass to Flag. Lively a screen on Smith. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Wells has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Whitmore with it. Lively defending. Here's Quinn. It's deflected. They recover it. Wells' shot is good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. A different look for Dallas. Authors checked in, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Johnson. Portland also making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Ivy. And it's Avdia in for Smith. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He loves their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And so it's Dallas with it. Portland making their last shot. In the corner, it's Mobley. Bangs home the trifecta. Mobley's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a three, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
And Claxton throws it down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Memphis.
Well, I love how aggressive they've been. They've been taking it right into contact, and then they're going to the line and converting.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Whitmore. Over in the corner, Avdia. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he is solid from deep. Can't give Avdia too much of a window.
Here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with the screen for Mobley. Back to DiVincenzo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Whitmore. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Quinn. Off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Flag. DiVincenzo with the screen for Flag. Gets it to go. Down low.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution. I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Now Mobley from deep. Lively. Oh, what a play inside.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's Whitmore. Here's Claxton. Stolen by Lively. Now DiVincenzo. Now Flag. DiVincenzo with the screen for Flag. Now Lively. Now Flag. Puts up a 3. It misses. Avdia with it. Claxton throws it down. What an assist!
Well, this shows you that Avdia can do it all. Making an effective pass there.
Mavericks leading by 8. Now Mobley. Cleared away by Avdia. Claxton against Lively. And it's good. Dallas shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
They've led by as much as 10. There's the double team with Avdia. Now Flag. Just 5 to shoot. He drills the 3.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Here's Dallas. They lead by 7. Now here's DiVincenzo. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
Well, you know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. So long.